And I'm sorry, I'm sort of stuck on this one thing. I can't help it. And I'm going to use it as a jumping off point to sort of, well, maybe it's an exaggerated take, but I really do kind of feel this way. I can't believe he's still talking about the weather. He's still on the weather. Do you hear that little thing in there? Of
course.
We needed it. Hopefully we go to Chicago. What did he say?
Hopefully Chicago, the weather is a little bit better.
He's still talking about the weather? These guys are obsessed by the weather. Which is a bad sign, Maz, as we all know. If you fixate on things you can't control, you're sunk. It's like head coaching 101. We control the things we can control. And you ignore the elements, ignore the noise, and we all have to play in the same thing. Like, it's just like the simplest coaching point ever. It's like day one coaching school. Don't complain about the weather or the travel or the schedule. They're all doing the same thing. It's your job to overcome those things. And Alex Cora and the Red Sox keep fixating on the effing weather, which tells me, and here's the exaggerated point, but I do kind of believe it, they don't get it. They're not going anywhere. They might be a better team. They might be a playoff team. Throw it all into the algorithm and the Pacoda projection. Maybe they get to 90 wins and they make the playoffs, but they're not winning jack because they're soft and they don't get it. And the manager is part of it. The manager, I'm sorry, is overrated. He's overrated. Like, they all are. They all don't do much in the game. I don't even blame Alex Cora for the stuff that goes on in the game because the manager's lost control of the game a long time ago. But this is the exact thing he can control. Tone, message. It's the simplest thing ever. We all have to play in it. It's our job to ignore it. It's fine. We're fine. The weather's not a factor. We need to be better. And he can't let go of the weather. They asked to move the games. The team wouldn't let them. They went into the tank. They finally won one. And what does he say after the game? Hopefully the weather's going to be better.
Hopefully Chicago, the weather is a little bit better.
He can't. Alex Cora, overrated. Team doesn't get it. They might make the playoffs, but they're not going anywhere because they're soft and they do not get it. And maybe I admit I'm putting too much into that thing with the weather, but I can't help it. That's where I go.
It's like complaining about the Sunday night games when Adrian Gonzalez did that.
Yeah,
Remember
right.
that?
Yeah.
Precisely.
Same kind of thing.
It's coaching 101.
It is what it is. The other guys have to play in the weather too.
Like, I can't believe he won't wrap his head around that one simple thing. It's the simplest, easiest thing they teach it to you on day one. And he can't even go there. So that's my opening take. What's yours?
Okay, so I'm going to go with the Masters because I think it's one of the few golf weekends on the calendar where people really care about the sport. And I don't know that people here really care like they do in other places, but too bad. I like it. And I said to some, I've been saying all week that if I had to pick someone to win this tournament, I'd pick Rory McIlroy. I didn't bet on Rory McIlroy. I'm not a Rory McIlroy honk. In fact, I think he's a little bit of a douchebag, but I think he was lining up to win this tournament. He's played well early in the year. He's due to win another major. Hasn't won one in over 10 years. Comes out of the gate yesterday and is -4. -4 going into the 15th hole, which is a par 5. Second shot, going for the green, hits it over. The green's firmed up in the afternoon, bounces, rolls off the back of the green, which has a mound and a slope. He then chips back on, it rolls all the way off the front, into the creek, makes a 7, then makes a double on 17, 2 double bogeys in 3 holes, loses 4 strokes, finishes the day even par. At which point, I said, this guy's a loser. He is a loser, and I hope I'm wrong. Okay, and loser's too strong, but I think he's become this epic, choker. Do you know last year I think he finished 22nd at the Masters, and the year before he missed the cut.
Is that right?
Okay, and now the year before that I think he finished 2nd. So he's had some good history there, but he's also prone to blow-ups at the Masters, and yesterday, frankly, is inexcusable. I don't think you can win the tournament. As soon as he made 2 doubles in 3 holes, I don't think you can win the tournament doing that. I'd be surprised if any Masters winner has ever doubled 2 out of 3 holes at any point in the tournament and won it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'd venture to guess that has never happened. He then came out today and shot 5 under par going into the 15th, 16th hole. So he's back in the tournament or going into 15. So he's 4 under on the back. He eagled 13 today, and he's now on 15 again. Right now, as we speak, he's only a few shots off the lead, and I think he's going to have a narrow miss and look back to the end of day one when he crapped his pants and gave away 4 strokes. 4 strokes in 3 holes, which is the kind of crap Murray does.
Speaking of which, Murray, your opening take.
I get that nobody, including most of this show outside of me and Kevin Majori, are watching the Bruins at this point, playing out the string. But there I was last night on my couch, appalled by what I'm seeing. And don't get me wrong, I want them to lose. Tank for the better draft position. Them winning games right now is terrible. But it is the ghastly way that they lose that makes me feel sort of hopeless for the future. And it starts with that suckbag in goal. The guy with the worst contract, not just in Boston sports, but maybe sports as a whole, all of North America, Jeremy Swayman. Here's all you need to know if you didn't watch this, and I know nobody did basically last night. He made no saves in the third period. Literally not one.
Is that true?
Literally not one. The Chicago Blackhawks, Mike, scored 4 goals on 4 shots.
Is that true?
100% true. And one was a shorthanded empty netter, sure, but the fact remains, as far as Swayman's concerned, 3 shots, 3 goals. And it was hackapalooza from the guys that were scoring, too. Former Bruins. Just a mess. So at this point, with 2 games to go, if I'm Sweeney, I'm Cam Neely, I'm anyone in that front office, I tell Jeremy Swayman, get lost. Go to Maine, go to Alaska, go away. Just go away. Bury your head in stupid business books. Listen to camp. Get your head right. See you when we get back, and you get ready for next season. But for now, go away, because the sight of you disgusts me. And having a look in the mirror, too, that I gave him that contract disgusts me, too. But seeing him, I want to puke in my mouth. So Korpisalo gets these last couple of games, and hopefully you remember how to play come October. But for now, get out of my face. Go away, Jeremy Swayman.
Okay. Opening takes on the board. Your calls are all locked and loaded, as I said. Opening segment, if you're ready. So let's do it, shall we? How about Joe in Blackstone? Hi, Joe.
Hi, Felger. How you doing?
Good, man.
I just wanted to call and talk about how this whole cold weather thing with the Red Sox is really indicative of how the nerds have affected the team. Because even with the series going on, you could hear the nerds saying, "Oh, well, these games don't matter, and we can't really factor these in because it's cold out." And the team's saying the same thing. And I think the reason why is because you can't take cold weather games as a season-long stat and average it. So they just want to throw it away.
Listen, man, I'll blame the nerds for anything. This is on Cora. This is a simple, as I said, coaching 101, first day kind of stuff.
It can be solved in 3 words that he can say to the team. Guys, don't bitch. That's it.
You can't control the weather. It's our job to play no matter what the weather is, when they schedule the games. It's that thing. And the analogy Mazz brought up is perfect. The Gonzalez Red Sox complaining about playing Sunday Night Baseball. It's the same thing. It's a sign of a loser team. It's a sign of a team that lacks the fortitude or the focus. And, if the players have that, the players have it. But the manager has to. It's just so simple. Try to get through to them that you can't fixate on the things you can't control. It's our job to overcome it. And Cora just feeds right into it. It's just a small little thing that I think is just that he falls into. He does. Every year at the trade deadline when they don't, when they don't invest, he all mopey. And he's like, as opposed to overcoming it and grinding it out and not focusing on the things you can't control, he sort of feeds right into it. So I think he's overrated. How about Derek in Foxborough on Mazz's Tears from yesterday? Best, worst records. Go ahead, Derek.
Yeah, so I got 2 I think you guys missed. One's good, one's kind of useless, but Orel Hershiser's 59 straight scoreless innings with the Dodgers. I think that's a pretty good one. Basically the pitching version of DiMaggio's streak. And this other one's kind of useless, but it's from a Patriot. Drew Bledsoe's 45 completions in 1 game. That record still stands, actually. No one's beaten that. I think that's interesting.
Is that true?
Is that Vikings game in 94?
I had no idea that was a record.
Me neither, which means no one cares.
Exactly. And I would also tell you that one's going to fall. Some team is going to throw 70 passes again in a game and complete 48 of them. Like, that's coming. They're going to, in fact, they're going to complete over 50. Let me say that. 5 out of 7, I think, is 70%, which is what the completion percentage is now. That's coming. Someone's going to get that one.
That Hershiser thing's never going to be touched because starters don't go deep into games anymore, right?
Yeah, I mean, in theory, though, like...
No, it doesn't matter how many innings you pitch. It's consecutive scoreless innings.
But I will say, he's right that it's a good accomplishment. I mean...
And I do remember it.
That run was
was
unbelievable. It was 88. He was phenomenal that year.
Okay, just because I did a quick Google, why am I blanking on his name? Our guy was talking. Dean was talking. Who was
Derek.
Derek in Foxborough, Dean in Shrewsbury. Same guy.
Different voices, but
way different voices.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, same
Oh,
guy.
no. Derek and Foxborough is like Bob Cousy. Bob Cousy. Well, the god of Patriots.
Yeah, very good.
Apparently, the Bledsoe record has been tied. Guess who tied it?
Mahomes.
Oh, you'll hate this guy, Jim.
Yep. Jared Goff.
Ugh.
Shared by Jared Goff and Drew Bledsoe. Goff achieved his feat in his game against Arizona. So this is why it doesn't go on, Matt. It was only a 2-tiered green yesterday. Good records, bad records. If the all-time record is shared by Jared Goff and Drew Bledsoe, sorry. That doesn't make the cut.
Number 3 on the list? You have number 3 on the list?
And this is why the
Oh, no, who's 3 on the list?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay, my point.
This is why the singular game achievements to me are most of them are suspect. Suspect!
Mike in Boston for Mazz. Go.
Yeah, Tony, you got to stay in your lane with this take. Rory is absolutely primed to win this tournament this year. I don't know where you've been watching Rory this year. He won the Players. He won the AT&T. Guys like this don't throw tournaments in the first round. He's got 4 days. Like, let's sit back on this and watch Rory. I think he's 5 under right now. I know you mentioned that, but come on.
Yeah, Mike, did you just listen to the part you didn't like? Because I said he was playing great. He was my pick to come into the tournament. I never said that he sucked this year. I said the opposite. He's been playing great. And I hope that I'm wrong. But usually you don't give away 4 strokes and 3 holes and win this tournament.
Didn't realize you could get bitchy like that about golf.
Who, me or him?
Anyone.
Oh, yeah, well, more him than me.
I just didn't know you could dig that deep on it. But I guess, I get that way with Nicholas and Tiger, I guess. Here's Matt in New Bedford. Hi, Matt.
Okay, so, Jim, I was watching that game, and I also came away with it. And 3 of those freaking goals, he should have had easily. Nick Foligno scored low blocker.
Yep.
I mean, a partial break, you got to have that. Tyler Bertuzzi, high glove, and right in the slot, but no screen. What is this guy? Why? When is he going to get his head out of his ass? And why isn't Sacco or anybody else taking shots at him? I mean, Sacco had comments about, Lysell, he's getting some time up. He's got to prove what he can do, but he's got to move his feet and he's got to make plays. Well, how about you damn goalie make a freaking save, you dumbass? Oh, I hate this team.
So what's Sacco going to do about Jeremy Swayman?
Yeah, because he ain't coming back either. He's a dead man walking.
Sacco's got no yank. He's got no juice. Swayman's on planet Swayman. He's in his own world.
Man, I want them to lose, but can you lose with some integrity? This thing last night was just enough. Like, go away. These last 2 games, I don't want to see you. We're starting Corpusalo. Go away.
Seriously, I just shut the door. Pull the plug, call the season for him anyway.
We've got Matt in the car. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, guys. I was just listening to your take earlier about with Cora and the cold weather. I played baseball when I was younger, and I learned in Little League that don't worry about anything other than the game. So the fact that a major league coach is worried about the weather makes me very concerned about where we are in baseball right now.
Agreed. It's Little League. You can't control the weather. It's your job to play through it. Ignore the weather. And Cora feeds right into it.
Hopefully, Chicago, the weather is a little bit better.
Oh, my God. I can't believe you're still talking about the weather even after they won. Like, stop. So, Agenda Free Friday, you can call us on whatever you want, except your Little League experience or your youth league or your high school game or your ankle injury.
Have you ever tried to make contact in the cold with an aluminum bat, Felga?
We do have some guardrails on Agenda
You
Free
feel
Friday.
it through your bones. It rattles.
I don't want to hear about how you played Park League in 35-degree weather. We're not going to do that.
So I actually...
Unless we get really slow, unless the phones dry up, then maybe, okay? But
that is possible.
right now we don't need it.
But I actually am having a proud parenting moment now because you know what my son still says to me sometimes now when things are going bad? Everybody has to play in the rain.
Bingo.
Because I said it to him when he was in Little League and he was complaining about it. And I said, it's not just you, pal. It's everybody. You're all playing in the rain. Everybody has to play in the rain.
Hopefully, Chicago, the weather is a little bit better.
Manager of the Red Sox can't stop complaining about the weather. It's crazy.